Hey, loco. Nice place. Might not look so nice after throwing that party you were talking about.
You wouldn't trash my new apartment, would you, James?
Me? No. Never. Nice view. But this place, it's just so... not what I'm used to.
Which is...
I grew up on the beach on the Pacific, so, you know, water, sand, real air.
You miss it?
Yeah. And the people.
Yeah, I get that. It's tough being away from home.
Yeah. Hey, is it true you and Tally are, you know, together?
Yeah? Why?
How do you two... I mean, is she, you know, under that suit? Do Quarians have... Never mind. I don't really want to know.
So did you really come up here to talk about my personal life?
Oh, shit. Right. I wanted to show you. What do you think?
Looks good. You've earned it. Now the real work begins, right?
Exactly. And I heard what you said before, and I'm in. 100%.
Glad to hear it.
Anyway, that's it. Just wanted to show you that bad boy. I gotta get back to the Normandy. Esteban wants my help working on the shuttle.
Thanks for coming by, James.
This is gonna be a perfect place for a fiesta. Hasta la vista, Shepard. Catch you later, Shepard. What the hell? No way. You've been holding out on me. Oh, man. This is sweet. Come on, let me just use it for a bit. This is high quality stuff. What have we here? You know, my record is 182. You think you can beat it?
Maybe.
Oh, this should be good. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. That's 20. This might take a while.
You think?
Got a ways to go, my friend. Lordy, nice. Getting tired just watching you. Cerveza?
Shove it.
Okay then. That's 60. Hoppa!
Funny.
Nice form. Impressive. That's halfway to my record.
Great.
That's impressive. Thanks. Just 82 to go. You know, most people would be happy with just 100. Good stuff, Hefe. You're gonna be ripped, man. Didn't think you'd get this far. Holy hell, you did it. I don't know what to say. How you feeling?
Might need help pulling on my armor next time.
No doubt. But you earned your name today, loco. Damn, you still got it. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Don't worry. I won't.
Maybe I could, you know, come here for my workouts. What do you think?
You're mine, you bastard. God damn it.
Saeed?
Over here, Shepard. This thing is fucking impossible.
What are you doing?
There was a kid here, sniveling brat, spending all his credits, crying.
So you thought you'd get a prize for him?
He asked. Looked simple enough. God damn it.
Where's the kid?
What do I care? Got any credit, Shepard?
Isn't there something better we could go do?
What could possibly be more important than Zaid Masani not getting bested by some fucking kids game?
You really want one of those plushy toys?
Goddamn right I do.
Okay then.
Credits.
Sure. But even a bounty hunter's gotta use his manners once in a while.
Please.
Easy. Easy.
It's obviously rigged somehow.
Rigged?
I'm going to hunt down the shit-for-brains inventor of this crooked game and pull his inspiration out through his asshole. Probably some smart-ass Salarian bastard. I'm going back in. Credits. All right. Here you go, sweetheart.
Okay, Saeed. Where to?
How should I know? What do you feel like? Apollo's? Casino? More claw?
But this time, you play with your own damn credits.
I'm man enough to pay for my own addictions, Shepard.
Addiction? Already?
I'm an all-in kind of guy.
I think I knew that about you. Miranda, good to see you. How do you like the place?
Not a part of town I'd normally associate you with, Shepard. I like it. Fix me something while you're back there, would you?
Sure. I've got just the thing. So what brings you back?
I was hearing some confusing reports. Sounded like you had lost your mind.
No doubt. My communications were hacked, among other things. I'm sure the news had a field day.
It did. So, a clone?
Yeah, saw it myself. Did you know anything about this?
Just rumors. Nothing really caught my attention. But about this Brooks.
Heard anything?
Not as Brooks, but as Hope Lilium. Another lie, certainly. When the collectors showed up, she put together the dossiers on your crew for the elusive man. Never paid her much mind. Interesting. My focus at the time was bringing you back. We needed the real Shepard, not some cheap knockoff. I mean, really. A clone?
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Oh, they shut down my favorite sushi place.
That's a shame.
Shepard, you didn't.
I did. Fell right through the fish tank.
How did you manage that?
It exploded. Hey, it was the clone's plan, not mine.
Blowing up a fish tank shouldn't be part of anyone's plan. Although executing marine life seems to be some sort of hobby with you. No wonder your clone couldn't resist.
It was the first step in taking over my whole life. We stopped it.
Good thing, but why did it want your life? Why would anyone? All that running, jumping, gunfire. It's crazy.
I try not to think about it.
Probably for the best.
Trust me, I know all this isn't normal.
Speaking of trust, with all this clone business, how do I know you're the real Shepard?
I don't know. You just do.
Do I? That's the trouble with clones. You can never be sure.
Come on. You rebuilt me from almost nothing. Don't you recognize your own handiwork?
It's not as if I carved my initials in the corner.
Well, clone or not, I'm the only Shepard left.
Good point. I guess I'm stuck with you.
I do have a crazy life, don't I?
That you do, my friend. That you do.
Hey, got any plans for the evening?
No. I'm as free as the dust in the solar wind. You remember that line? From Fleet and Flotilla? Shalai and Bellicus on the balcony?
I don't think I've ever seen that. Did.
What? You've never... How could you not have? Well, I know what we're doing tonight.
What shall I? We can never be together. I have my duty, and you have your people.
Not tonight. Tonight, I'm as free as the dust in the solar wind.
You watch this a lot? With the lovers from two different worlds?
Every time my friends and I had a sleepover, we memorized the lyrics from the musical. Oh, we can activate sing-along mode. Let the moon shining light unto lovers with its rays. Though I know that dawn will set us on course for separate ways, I will hold this night in memory for all my living days. Now unmasked, I feel your skin on mine.
I had no idea you were so into this.
This vid FTL jumped me into puberty. And who doesn't love a good cross-species romance?
I want you to see behind this mask. I want you to see who I truly am.
I already have.
Works for me.
Enjoying your shore leave, Javik?
I have been asked to take part in a feat. I am told it is a great honor and will boost morale for the war.
Who says it will?
Commander Shepard, I didn't realize you were coming too. Perfect timing, perfect timing. You can play yourself. Attention, the Prothean is on set. Someone tell the stunt double he's been demoted. We have the real Shepard now. All right, places everyone. Quickly, quickly. Cue the backdrop. Roll cameras. And action.
Commander Shepard, thank you for coming. The urgent hour of doom, which we all urgently face, draws near. Urgently so. But there is hope. The Council understands you recently found a Prothean in a refrigerator and defrosted him.
So are you guys just making this up, or what?
Of course not. A writer wrote it, so it must be true.
Ah, you die now!
Not yet. That line comes later.
the Vorcha Counselor will kindly refrain from further interruptions.
I believe I've been misinformed about the purpose of this vid.
Now then, O wise Prothean Elder, what wisdom of the ages can you share with us?
Solarian kidney is best served at room temperature. It is even better when the Solarian is still alive. The fear adds spice.
Prothean no like you.
Did someone say Prothean? This one is familiar with enkindling. This one has enkindled multiple females across the galaxy.
Blasto, about time you showed up. The galaxy is under attack by Reapers. If only someone had warned us about them years ago.
This one tried. This one was ignored. This one's efforts fell on obstruction.
Actually, that was me. Sovereign, Saren, you might have heard of them?
Yes, and Blasto here destroyed half the Citadel, putting them down. But even he's just one Hanar.
And now we've asked Commander Shepard and his Prothean partner here to assist.
This one did not read that far into the script. This one does not share top billing.
Wait, what? But it's Blasto 7. Blasto goes to war? Think of the children.
In my cycle, your kind were nothing more than appetizers. Would you prefer to be boiled or fried?
Prothean no like you.
This one has found his motivation. Very well. Commander Shepard and Prothean partner of undetermined ethnic origin. Welcome to the Spectre.
You know what, Blasto? I think you're just a big, stupid jellyfish. How did you become a Spectre?
I am not just a Spectre. I am an Ultra Spectre Elite 7000 Deluxe, now with less recoil and faster load time.
Where is the airlock so I may throw you out of it?
We don't have a prop for that. Cue the sound effects. Change the backdrop.
Look! It's Sovereign half-brother Sluggard! And he's looking for some payback.
Cue the stunt double. Your line. Say your line.
You'll die now!
Oh no! The Vorcha Counselor is indoctrinated!
This one is the hero of the Citadel. This one has an incendiary projectile with the Counselor's name on it.
This one is the hero of the Citadel. I'll handle it.
This one insists.
This one doesn't care.
This one wishes he was still frozen in a refrigerator. May we go now, Commander?
Strike the set! Telcasting will need a new Vorcha. Prepare for Blasto 8. Blasto cures the genophage.
Fennec, hit the comm. Tiana, distract the bouncer. Urch, you take the vault. Avoid the thermal sensors. They trigger the lockdown. You'll hit motion sensors, and that'll alert security. Verk, steal a uniform. You go in as security. Fake the arrest. Whoops, I seem to have the wrong casino.
Kasumi?
Take a walk, guys. I can explain.
I believe I hired you because you were the best damn thief in the galaxy.
Sweet talker.
Are you hard up for credits, or is this just to stay in practice?
People who can't get to the Citadel are having a rough time out there. This place has more money than it knows what to do with. It can help those refugees survive. And it's not like the owner can spend it if the Reapers win.
So you're robbing the rich to help the poor?
I'm doing what I do. Raiding Cerberus bases and infiltrating Reaper-held locations is fun. But I'm a thief. Stealing? It's who I am. Without it, By the way, are you gonna call security?
Just don't get caught, okay?
Hey, come on. I never get caught. Come on, guys. Show's on.
Excuse me, is there a problem?
No. No problem at all.
Shepard?
So what do Turians usually do with their time off?
Mostly we make plans for what to do when we're back at work. I have some ideas on the Normandy's forward cannon.
You know what you need, Garrus?
That Mark IV silencer scope I saw at the gun shop?
I was thinking a date. Excuse me. I saw you checking out my friend here. I thought you two should meet.
Hello?
Right. So, hello. And,
Tell her she looks nice.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe a little quiet, introspective, but decent overall.
Oh. Thank you. I think.
Try small talk.
Come here often. I imagine anyone who does is probably an alcoholic.
Actually, I do. I work at the Turian embassy. I'm here to unwind. Yeah. Well, listen. I've got this thing I forgot I had to do, and I should probably just go do it.
Sorry. Let's start over again. What I've been trying to say is my name's Garrus, and I'd love to have a drink with you.
Shepard, I thought we could experience an afternoon of acquiring material possessions for our associates.
Shopping? I guess we could. Did you have a place in mind?
Physical proximity is unnecessary. The extranet provides a greater variety of services while retaining entertainment value. Jeff has lent me his credit chit on the condition that I enjoy myself and, quote, live it up like a girly girl.
You don't have money of your own?
I am not formally employed. I have no legal standing in Citadel space. I could turn to crime, but that would look bad on a resume.
We'll get you your own funds sometime. But today, what's first?
I believe Jeff would be surprised and pleased if I got him a gift. What would you recommend?
I'd go with something he's actually going to use a few times before the galaxy ends.
I see. It does concern me that he is susceptible to bodily harm.
Because of his bones?
No, because he doesn't have 30 centimeters of reactive armor plating. The Normandy's crew have very few integral defenses.
You know, the first step in appropriate gift-giving is not to think of the recipient as a mortal sack of meat.
I'm sorry. My defense intelligence programming took the discussion in inappropriate directions. I should sublimate. What about a lower back support for his chair? There are some that heat and cool.
Sold. Who's next?
You are. Close your eyes.
Are we getting married?
No. There is a jeweler on the Citadel who produces these. They're made from metals from each council homeworld. Each metal compounds with the last, making the rings stronger. He calls them victory rings. Due to material shortages, only a few exist.
That's thoughtful, Edie. But we're not supposed to wear fancy jewelry with the uniform.
Some soldiers put rings on the chain of their identification tags.
I can do that. One condition, though. I'll give it back to you when we win.
No, that seems inappropriate. It doesn't solely represent my hope. It's that of many different planets. It should stay with you.
I'll take that to heart. Thanks, Edie. Who's next?
I was thinking of something for Liara.
Greetings, Commander.
Shepard.
I didn't know you could play.
Actually, this is the only song I know.
Why's that?
There was always something more important to do. A ruin to uncover, intel to gather, a commander to save.
You couldn't sit still long enough.
Could you?
Is there something special about this song?
On one of my first digs, a storm swept in. We were trapped inside. I was so restless. I wanted to get back to work. One of the other archaeologists, Dr. Elena, had this keyboard. She took it everywhere. She taught me to play this song while we waited.
It's a good song.
Thank you, Shepard. The person who taught me that song was a friend. I spend so much time chasing down knowledge. Sometimes I forget that there are things you learn by doing nothing. By just spending time with the people you care about.
What have you learned from me?
I suppose how to get myself into life-threatening situations on a daily basis.
I am a good teacher.
The best. Well, I should probably go. I have reports to look over.
Right. But first, why don't you teach me that song?
Welcome aboard, Shepard.
So where are we going?
Activating external cameras.
I didn't know this shuttle had virtual windows.
Bet there's more you don't know about this bird.
What's that supposed to mean?
Before Mass Effect fields, there was no such thing as inertial dampeners.
Yeah?
Here, feel this.
Whoa!
That, my friend, is unadulterated momentum. Want to really feel it?
Show me.
You see? Doesn't take much to pull a few Gs. Back in the day, pilots would wear G-suits. It squeezes your body so that the blood stays in your head in tight maneuvers. I'd wear a G-suit when flying my Trident. In a fighter, it's common to transfer power from the inertial dampeners to other systems.
You miss flying fighters? Can't imagine you're too thrilled to be flying a shuttle.
Hell no. I'm not just any shuttle pilot. I'm your shuttle pilot. Wouldn't have it any other way. When you're on the ground, weapon in hand, you're invincible. But when we're approaching an LZ, you're just another soldier. Vulnerable. Nothing you can do if we're shot down. Getting you to the ground alive is a responsibility I wouldn't trust to anyone else.
I'm fortunate to have you, Steve.
Anytime, Shepard.
Brilliant endgame. Excellent use of the Belarusian gambit.
Is this space chess?
It's called Kapesh Yakshi, Blade of the Night Winds. The Asari have played it since... we were supposed to meet for lunch. I'm so sorry. I entered the tournament on a lark. I thought I'd be eliminated in the first few rounds.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be free to join your friend in 20 moves or fewer.
To Sousa.
Trainer, would you like to just give me your frigates now? I always take them sooner or later.
Polgara to Sousa. She's knocked me out of 4 tournaments.
Specialist?
Commander?
Kick her ass.
Roger that.
Damn it. Ah! So much for your frigate. Neural feedback. It disincentivizes sacrificing pieces casually. A few more centuries, trainer, and you might be a challenge. You must not have that much time to practice now, living on that warship. My people have more respect for the great thinkers. I'm able to live quite comfortably teaching Asari maidens tactics and strategy through this game.
I'd expect the great thinkers to be helping with the Asari war effort. I mean, Earth was taken by surprise, but Thessia? You had all the warning in the world. The Reapers just rolled in.
Excuse me, I'm trying to play.
You're trash talking. That's another strategy that doesn't work on the Reapers. It didn't work on the Rachni either, or the Krogan. Have the Asari ever won a war?
The Asari have a culture that was exploring space while you were using stone-tipped spears.
I think you're supposed to hit the button there when your turn is done.
I'm sorry to Sousa. This might sting a bit. Thanks, Commander. And I apologize again for missing lunch.
All for a good cause, trainer. Carry on.
Hey, glad you can make it. I've got us set up.
Commander Shepard will be fighting tonight on behalf of Elcos Combine.
there is a god, that's what she sounds like. Just a big, deep whoom to let you know everything's gonna be okay. Thanks for coming, Shepard.
Wouldn't have missed it. Officer, someone requested my presence concerning an incident with the Krogan.
Right this way, Commander.
So, Grunt, anything you want to tell me about?
This clown wants to take me to lockup. Figured I'd give you a call, straighten this out.
Commander Shepard, I apologize for the intrusion. This Krogan insisted we contact you.
It's okay. I'll vouch for him. I'll sign any paperwork you have, officer.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
I don't know. Drank a bit, left the hospital, broke a few windows.
But you were in that hospital recovering from the Rachni encounter.
Yeah, didn't feel like sticking around.
Most people stick around long enough to, you know, heal.
Most people aren't me.
And why is CSEC here?
Guess they're precious about some broken glass.
I understand you getting out of there. Can't stand hospitals either.
Yeah, full of sick people.
Right. Tell me about the windows.
A couple of squad mates broke me out for my birthday. Tried lowering me down the side of the building on a rope. It didn't work out.
It's your birthday?
No. I'm tank bred, remember? Anyway, we got some pictures on the Krogan Memorial.
In the Presidium?
Yeah. When CSEC got there, they were mad. Or maybe they were mad about their car being on fire. Can't remember.
Why was it on fire?
I threw my bottle of Ringcall at it. Pretty strong stuff. Went up like a bonfire. The CSEC guys jumped out. Then I figured they didn't want it, so I took it. We didn't get very far before they shut us down. Sprayed us down with riot foam. It didn't work so well on me.
And why's that?
'Cause I was on fire. You know, from the car. Come on, Shepard, keep up.
Right. Sorry. So how did they catch you?
Got hungry. Bought some noodles.
Grunt, you apologized to the nice man for setting his car on fire.
Fine. I'm sorry for setting your car on fire. And I won't do it again.
Good. Now, officer, I can pay for any damages that may have occurred.
That's what you've been signing for, Commander. You're lucky, Krogan. Don't let me catch you up here again.
You won't. Thank you, officer. So, how were those noodles?
A little spicy.
You're my hero, Grunt.
Hey, Shepard, over here. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. What's up?
Out for a little R&R. You?
Exactly. Same thing.
Hey, Jacob, I'm out of credits.
Who are they?
Their parents are MIA. Volunteered to take them on for the weekend, get their minds off things. What about us, Shepard? There's got to be a game of skill in there with our names on it.
Bring it on, Taylor. Let's see what you've got. This is your game of skill?
Now, Shepard, I'll try not to embarrass you.
Really? Trash talk? At Shattered Ezo?
Hell yeah, my pride is on the line. Also, these kids look up to me, so I have to take you down.
You're gonna take me down? I don't think so.
Well, step up, Shepard. Although it might be tough not having your squad to carry you.
You're on.
No pressure, Shepard. These people already idolize you. So when you choke, It won't matter.
You're crowding me.
Am I? My bad. Stand back, everyone. Shepard needs extra room to make the magic happen.
Ready? Let's do this.
Glad none of your friends are here to see your humiliation.
That all you got?
Come on, come on, come on!
That pain you feel is me kicking your ass.
Nice.
Nice one.
Okay, okay.
Yeah! Commander Shepard wins!
That was pitiful. Just, well, incompetent, really.
You couldn't just let me win, just once? Come on, Shepard. Let's grab some food. I'm buying.
Rex? What are you doing here?
Escaping. Ever since we cured the genophage, it's been nothing but work.
Council been riding you?
Bah! Not those project shit slingers. No, it's the female Shepard. Now that they're fertile again. I haven't slept in I don't know how long.
Can I get you two anything?
2 more drinks. And another bag of ice.
I would have thought you'd be enjoying the perks of Krogan fertility.
Enjoying it? There's a line of females outside my dwelling right now. Stretches on for as far as you can see. I had to sneak out my own bathroom window. Even then, I was cornered by 2 more females on the ride from Tuchanka.
And it's just you? They're not spreading the love around?
Sure, but everyone wants their firstborn in generations to be strong and fit. I'm the leader of Clan Erdnot. I brought an end to the genophage. Everyone on Tuchanka wants a piece of me. And Bakara's no help at all. She encourages it. I'm telling you, Shepard, I'm in no shape to fight Reapers.
Considering everything we've been through, I can think of worse positions to be in.
Trust me, I've been in every position in the past few days.
Here are your drinks. And a bag of ice.
I thought Morden's procedure was painful. Oh well. Shit, Shepard. We sure have been through it, haven't we?
Still going through it.
True. Well, here's to us. And to going through it.
I'll drink to that.
Cabal! It means victory or death, roughly.
Ah, but you can't die, Rex. You've got a family now. A really big family.
Ah! More ice!
Sorry we're late. Somebody forgot to pick up the cerveza.
Come on in.
That somebody was you.
Didn't say it was. So when's the game?
It's about to start.
Seattle Sorcerers versus Usaru Maestros. Gonna be some intense ball.
Nah, it's just a goodwill game for troop morale. They'll take it easy.
In the middle of a war with their troops watching, they'll give it their all.
Absolutely. Have you guys seen Derek Rogers' game lately? Man, he and the Sorcerers have been tearing it up.
Esteban, the Maestros don't lose. Have you seen Tyra Tassanis play? The woman is blue lightning.
Mr. Vega, your love of the Asari team has more to do with how they look than how they play.
Hey, that's not true. Not entirely. Besides, you telling me you don't got the hots for some of the sorcerers?
Okay. Guilty as charged. Who you backing, Shepard?
I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
The Seattle Sorcerers are one of the few human b-ball teams left. I mean, they were on tour when Earth was hit. Since acquiring Donna Novotny from the hackers, they've been completely unstoppable.
Yeah, but most of the maestros have been playing since before first contact. They'll win this.
I know the sorcerers have never beaten the maestros, but they've never been this hungry either. So, Shep, who's it gonna be?
You don't bet against the home team.
Mr. Vega, I hope you're hungry for humble pie. When has our commander ever been wrong?
Come on, man, the game started. Mierda, he was out! You're blind, ref!
Yes, they did it! Now pay up.
Hey, why didn't you let me in on the betting?
We weren't exactly betting on who'd win.
We were betting on if you'd pick the winner. And everyone knows you don't bet against Shepard.
Anyway, it was a hell of a game.
Yeah, great evening. Thank you, Shepard.
My pleasure.
Tomorrow comes early. Hasta luego.
So what? A private cabin on a stealth warship isn't enough for you?
I'm watching the place for a friend. What are you doing?
Calling Izo.
Izo?
Yeah, he's from Thessia. Naturally biotic from all the element zero. The biotics make them short-tempered, so a lot of them get abused or abandoned. Can you imagine someone doing that? I found him at a rescue place. I'm trying to teach him that it's okay to trust people. He started out really angry, but I've been giving him lots of love, and now he's a big old softie. What?
You're aware of the parallels here, right?
What the hell are you talking about, Shepard?
Mistreated biotic that... No? Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Yeah. Who's my badass biotic? Who's my badass biotic?
I came as quickly as I could. What's wrong?
I didn't mean to worry you. When I saw you were on the Citadel, I wanted to see you again.
We've said our farewells, Shepard.
Are we gonna stand on formalities? These big picture windows remind me of our talks in the Normandy's observation lounge.
This view doesn't have quite the same effect as a galaxy of stars, but I can see where it might make one sentimental. I also enjoyed our talks, Shepard. Very much.
Hey, look what I found. An old issue of Justicar Heroes, May 2140. It says that you personally lifted 50 refugees across a raging floodplain on Nevos after smugglers blew up a dam.
That news source has been known to exaggerate.
So you didn't almost drown while saving a child who had been torn from her mother's grasp?
The smugglers were not so lucky that I survived.
Are there more stories like this?
Perhaps. You might be amused by the June 2085 issue, Justicar Samara, Cold-Blooded Justice Runs Hot. It is not so difficult for me to find stories of your exploits. I think that you are remarkable, Shepard. When the vids sing your praises and call you a hero, does it make you blush? Do you agree? What do you feel?
It's humbling. But honestly, if people feel that I'm making a difference, that bolsters me, my team, and our efforts. What now?
I am content as we are, Shepard. Let us sit a while longer, even if there is nothing to say.
We are gathered here to honor the life of Thane Kreos. Thane touched each of our lives in different ways. The Counselor knew him as a hero. The Normandy's crew knew him as a brother in arms, and others as a father devoted to his son. Though his life took him to very dark places, Thane cared for the better angels of our nature. Even when he was terminally ill, he ran through worn-torn streets to reach me because he knew I needed help. You all know the results of that day. An assassin, a professional criminal, gave his life for his galaxy. And now he can rest. Would anyone else like to speak?
What I remember about Thane was his confidence. He told me once about how he remembered everything, even every mistake he made. If I did that, I'd be a nervous wreck. Thane kept it under control.
It's strange, but the last word I'd label Thane with is assassin. And we covered each other in firefights. That makes him a partner.
Thane's last stand was important. But let us also remember why Thane left the Normandy. To keep his son away from a life of crime. Deeds such as these do not go unnoticed by the universe. They echo in all who hear them. That is why I am here.
Thane took himself seriously, a trait with which I did not always agree. I tried to make him laugh on several occasions. But what I interpreted as a lack of humor was masking a great effort. Thane was turning his life around, in a way few organics do.
The day Thane came onto the Normandy, all Kelly and I knew about him was that he could probably kill us all with a ballpoint pen. But after you got to know him, there wasn't any reason to be afraid. He let you know where you stood. Kolyat, do you,
When I was little, I thought my father had it all figured out. He said men must be loyal to their friends and dangerous to their enemies. But when he prevented me from hurting someone, he had changed. He said enemies and ego are not as important as loved ones. I didn't want to hear it. I was lost. I called him a hypocrite in 1,000 different ways. Said that he was going soft. Now, I think maybe he did have it all figured out. That's all I can say. If anyone would like to continue, we'll be here.
Looks like people are starting to clear out.
Commander, thank you for holding this event. In time, it will be a good memory.
He was one of us.
Yes. He did not have many friends. The Normandy was good for him. If you will excuse me, I should take this opportunity to speak with the counselor.
But what?
He is feeling grateful, and I want to point out there are some Solarian biologists who need funding. If anyone would be able to create a breakthrough in the treatment of Keppel's syndrome, it would be them.
If you need someone to hold the counselor's feet to a fire, I'm there.
I appreciate the offer, but Counselor Valorn has recently orated about funding science during wartime. My odds are good. Oh, before I go, I was organizing my father's possessions, and I came upon copies of video messages he tried to send you. I sent them to your extranet address. I hope they help more than they hurt. Until we meet again, Commander.
Shepard, I suppose I should thank you for my freedom. Leaving the Normandy was the right decision. It was saddening to see our crew go their separate ways, but it is better than answering questions in an Alliance interrogation room. I hope this message finds you well. As for me, I have moved into an apartment on the Citadel not far from Kolyat. I think the first attack I had frightened him. I will spare you the details. It seemed very dramatic at the time, but in comparison to the Omega Relay, it was a child's game. In any case, good luck getting the Alliance to listen to you. Let's keep in touch. Shepard, if you sent a message back, I didn't get it. I suppose communications from someone of my reputation would be restricted. The irony is, I am a danger to no one these days. I am even paying taxes on my investments. I can't expect Kolyat to do so if I don't. He is doing better. He has no significant other, and he is temperamental. But he is employed and staying out of crime. I can tell he is serious about changing. It has cost him more than a few friends. Send something back if you can, Shepard. I can only learn so much from news reports about you. I have tried a false identity to try to get this message through to you. We'll see if it works. I have good news and bad. The good news is that Kolyat and I took a few days to visit Earth.
Like the shape of her eyes. Shrill sound of chirping stops. I scan the ground. See two tiny bodies locked by claws.
Excuse me. As I was saying, we saw a beautiful sunset in New Mexico, and a scorpion eating a cricket. I wish you could have joined us. The bad news is, I fainted and struck my head. Kolyat has convinced me to stay at Huerta Memorial on the Citadel. I will be there from now on. I still don't want to die in a hospital, but it's where the doctors are. And Kolyat. I love him. That means I must trust him. Goodbye, Shepard. Let me say that now, in case I cannot later.
I'm looking for a Lieutenant Williams. Thanks.
There you are. Ready to see who's the real Spectre and who's the pretender?
Pretender, huh? Which one of us is still wearing training wheels?
Laugh it up, Commander. It's all downhill from here. Rules are simple. I take a shot, you take a shot. Hesitate, game over.
This shouldn't take too long.
Uh-huh. Glamorous and beautiful superstar Spectre agent first. Sorry-ass pretender next.
I'll try and go easy on you so you don't break a nail, Princess.
You did not just say that.
I sure did.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
I've seen how you deal with a few drinks, Williams. Very messy.
Ancient history. You know, I expected better from you.
I'm saving my best moves for later.
Best moves. At least if you're drunk, you have an excuse for how you dance. Boom!
Keep it coming, Lieutenant. I can do this all night.
You may have to.
This was a good idea.
Yeah, it was. You ready for round two?
Bring it on.
Hey, my friend doesn't like Alliance types.
Buddy, we're right in the middle of something.
I don't like Alliance types either.
Rain check?
Yeah.
You sure you want to leave that here?
I can't very well bring it back to the Normandy. I'd have nowhere to put it. This place is amazing. Puts the prefabs back on Horizon to shame. And it has a hot tub.
Go ahead.
Cheers! Oh, this is lovely. And good for the sinuses. I might not even need my antihistamine tonight.
Your what?
It's a pill. I'm allergic to dust. And cats. And public speaking. I take a proton pump inhibitor for my stomach, too. And an inhaler for asthma.
I didn't realize people still had conditions like that. No offense.
None taken. My body's just this inconvenient thing I use to carry my mind around. The colony where I grew up has limited resources. You only get gene therapy if you have a life-threatening condition. There was some scented bath oil out there somewhere. Could you grab it?
Yeah. Here you go.
Thanks. Eyes are over here and up here. Hey, do you have a loofah?
A loofah. This is Anderson's apartment, remember? I highly doubt he has a...
Found one. Somebody left an overnight bag with toiletries and massage oils and, you know, girly stuff. Do you know who Kay Sanders is? She has great taste in adjustable massage ones.
Miranda?
You clean up well, Shepard. Thought we might try an evening out.
Sounds like you have some time to catch your breath.
I do, just not used to it. Feeling a bit lost. It's kind of sad, really. I got to thinking we needed a break. No point saving the galaxy if we can't enjoy it once in a while.
I have to say I'm a bit surprised.
I thought you might be. I can be, severe.
You're focused. Believe me, I understand.
I was thinking about our talk earlier, about having a normal life. Damn, I'm not very good at this. Truth is, Shepard, I'm not very good at being normal either. Bit of a disaster, really.
I get it. We just need a little practice.
Any ideas?
The only difference between us and everyone else is that our to-do list is longer. We need to let that go tonight.
Let it go? That's harder than it sounds.
I know, but this is the perfect place to try.
Here? It's nothing but alcohol, gambling, and wasting time. Right. Need more wine.
Bring the lady more wine.
Oh God. I'm gonna regret this.
We're just friends out on the town. What's the worst that can happen? Come on, partner. Let's start some trouble.
Nice ink. But you got a long way to go to catch up.
Nah, I just got this when I lost my squad a few years ago. Hey, what's the story behind that? And how far down does it go?
Tactful, as always.
What? I'm just wondering. I like tattoos.
Hey, Shepard. You gonna have a drink?
Sure. How's everyone doing?
Great so far. This is really nice.
It's very soothing. It's great.
Quiet.
After the excitement of the mission, it's a good quiet, right?
Seriously? We could ramp it up a little, Shepard.
Relax. The night is young. I like it like this.
You got it, boss. I'm just happy to be kicking back.
Hey, James. Having fun?
I'm relaxed, but fun? I think my kindergarten graduation was more fun than this.
Very funny.
Don't worry. I'll see what I can do. You know if that waterfall is warm water or cold?
Well, you should see the other guy.
I can't get over the size of this apartment. The electric bill alone could have paid for my college tuition.
Or funded the war.
Or made a nice down payment on one of those Atlas mechs. Always wanted one.
Or put an air conditioner in this suit. You have no idea how hot it gets.
So, Shepard, keeping the hard liquor under lock and key?
Otherwise, I'd have to drive you all home.
Are we sure the Normandy is still there? Has anyone else tried to steal it?
Stealing the Normandy. Now there's an idea.
Wait. What? Who?
Trainer, you still have your toothbrush?
We can always get another Normandy. Call up Cerberus and ask them to please build us the SR-3.
But wouldn't that require you to change your name? Tali Zora von Normandy SR-3.
It's Boss Normandy. Even I get confused by Quarian names sometimes.
We've seen a lot of good times on the old girl.
That we have. Indeed.
Here, here.
Some of you more than others. I'm just honored to have squeaked in.
To the Normandy.
And to falling in love with the ship's captain.
Hi. I'm trying to socialize. I'm not particularly good at it.
Not much for big parties?
Well, if I know people, sure, but some of your friends are legends. I can't just ask if they've tried the hummus. Also, Dr. Chuckworth apologizes for not being here. It's some emergency medical consult on the Citadel. She sent some fancy liquor, though. It was great. Wish you could have had some.
This is nice. I don't spend much time with everyone like this. As friends, I'm glad we could do this.
You know why Cerberus is gonna lose? Demographics. You recruit a guy who's 20 and got no life, he'll work his ass off for the cause. But do you see any old people in Cerberus? Any families? No. There's no future in a terrorist group.
And sure, they paid, but you ever bring up vacation time? There was a brick wall.
That reminds me, I heard you're going to be a father. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Be lying if I said I wasn't scared.
You'll do great. You're a protector. That goes a long way.
How about you, Joker? How would you turn Cerberus around?
I'd make Cerberus popular. Big propaganda campaign like I was running for president. Fundraising dinners, shaking hands, kissing babes.
I think the expression you want is kissing babies.
I know what I said. You know, I miss the days when Cerberus was just hilariously incompetent. You know, when you two ran things.
Excuse me?
The only thing I was in charge of was the Lazarus Project, which, you will note, was very successful.
Hey, Commander, this is Cerberus. We were studying some Rachni, and they got loose and killed all our guys. Can you take care of that? It's one system over from where we hooked some guy up to the Geth, who then got loose and killed all our guys.
They did rack up quite a body count. At least back then, it was usually their own bodies.
We knew some cells were bad, but the Alliance and the Council weren't doing anything. And we were doing good work.
And crunches. Lots of crunches.
Hey, not okay, Kasumi.
But we did bring Commander Shepard back.
And after taking down the Collectors, I cut ties with Cerberus, got loose, and started killing all their guys.
For which we thank you.
Jeff, do you remember that I am also a Cerberus project?
Oh, crap.
You people watching tonight, Edie?
Participant observation.
That sounds less friendly.
It's actually quite the opposite.
Thanks for inviting me, Shepard. It's nice to see you like this.
How do you like the new crew?
You always attract the best.
Have fun.
You bet I will.
Hey, Commander. Weird to see everybody here together.
You think?
Well, weird, but good. Nice to know it's not always arm wrestling Reapers with us. Anyway, thanks for putting it together. I'll try not to be too embarrassing.
Protean gatherings were nothing like this. We considered the future and respected the dead.
Sounds boring. There's usually more yelling and cursing at any gatherings I go to.
Yeah. Get a bunch of Krogan together and things always get fun. And probably broken.
That sounds more like it.
You're right. These things are better when you have redundant systems and natural plate armor. Can't argue with that.
So who is strongest? You or the tank braid?
Yeah, I'm plenty curious myself.
What'd I miss?
The Prothean here wants to know who would win in a fight between me and Rex.
You gotta admit, Shepard, it's a good question.
It is a good question.
No, it isn't. Baby Pyjak here wouldn't stand a chance. Don't listen to this fossil. The only thing he could defeat is a glass of warm milk. Ha! I got head lice bigger than you, Junior.
We should leave these two lovebirds alone.
Let's not. I'd rather not buy new furniture.
Reminds me of Cora's den. Haven't been back there in a while. I wonder if there's anything stronger behind the bar. Too many things to break in here. Could be a fun party. What kind of music is this? That's not that club crap, is it?
In my cycle, too many people in one room risk a high casualty rate if attacked. We should all be careful. 50,000 years from now, no one will remember this party. What is the point? Beware. Something called a Kasumi is on the premises. It pretends to be invisible. Foolish primitive. Nothing escapes these eyes.
Wow, this is quite the apartment.
Seriously, you see that waterfall? And that hot tub looks like something I might want to check out later. Without you.
And this was Admiral Anderson's place?
I could never live in a place like this. I'd worry about breaking the furniture.
I must admit, I still feel like something of an outsider. You all have such a history with Shepard.
It's mostly a lot of running and shooting, and usually somewhere in there, a button needs pushing, but Shepard always hogs that part.
Yes, a history of close calls, narrow escapes, and more near-death encounters than I care to remember.
By that measure, Shepard would have made a good Justicar.
I remember first meeting Shepard. All I kept thinking was, I hope he took a shower, because my filter needs replacing, and humans carry a lot of germs.
I'm guessing that's not what you think anymore.
Well, she may still picture him in the shower.
But you have no plans after Edie? Someone more human?
No. She's smart, she's funny, and she's into spaceships.
You know what you want. I can respect that.
A 100 Vulture. Sure. Better if I could shoot some kind of death ray out of my bad eye here.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I know. Can you believe it? Shepard?
Okay, I admit. When I first heard about it, I thought Archangel was some sort of mascot for a perfume company.
Glad I got your hopes up, Tally. When I first heard about it, I thought the Shadow Broker was a Shadow Boxer. I pictured some sort of Elcor punching bag.
And that's exactly what the galaxy should keep thinking. Not that I have a personal interest in it or anything.
So, where'd you propose?
I haven't yet.
Seriously?
I want to do it right. Not on some backwater rock planet with some ring pumped out of a fabricator. My plan is, Shepard gets me and Bryn into the council chambers. We do a picnic under the cherry blossoms. Then comes the question.
Your guests appear to be enjoying this relaxed atmosphere. Would you like me to keep everything at its current intensity?
This is nice. Let's keep things laid back.
Yes, Commander.
Drink. I'm drinking. But it's not a drinking game. Afraid to lose? Nothing to do with fear. I know I'll lose. Logic is for Solarians. The great Urdnot Rex is back down from the challenge. I never accepted the damn... Fine. Drink. Ha! Fair warning, Grunt. My first liver dried up years ago on account of this stuff. I'm sure both of yours are still pink and squeaky, like baby hijacks. Quit stalling, old man. Drink. Shepard.
Grunt.
Shepard.
Rex.
Commander Shepard. Shepard.
Rex. Grunt.
Shepard. Shepard.
Grunt.
Shepard.
Rex.
Commander Shepard. Shepard.
Rex. Grunt.
Shepard. Shepard.
Of course, the SR2 is much bigger, so they upgraded the ventilation system. More of the...
That's actually what it sounds like.
There is a lot more space now.
But if you move further up, it's more of a...
A what?
You have to imagine my arms are the wings.
Of course. Over by the med bay.
Exactly.
What are you guys talking about?
Tally was acting out the differences between the original Normandy and the SR2.
Acting?
I may have recorded it. And that recording may already have 6 million extranet hits and a fan site.
You better hope I never find you.
Yeah, but which one's better?
The SR2 is harder to perform. Does that make it better or worse?
The SR1 was a decent ship, but the SR2 gave the Normandy a fresh start. It made it something truly great.
Just look at what it accomplished. The SR2 made a good ship better.
The original Normandy was developed by the Turian Council and the Alliance. It's a symbol of cooperation between members of the galactic community. And we wouldn't be where we are now without it.
We wouldn't have the SR2 if it hadn't been for the original Normandy.
It was a great ship. It made the quietest little sounds. A sort of... shoo... shoo... You know what I'm talking about? Whoa, 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 whoa.
This place is a goddamn joke.
Sightlines aren't bad.
One point in its favor and I'm supposed to be impressed. And what the hell is this supposed to be?
I think
see now. Sure. Art. I like it.
What are you guys doing over here?
Looking at this poor excuse of an apartment, that's what.
What's wrong with it?
What would you do if another one of your clones broke in here, eh? Offer them a cup of tea?
There are too many windows, and they're too big. Makes it easy for someone to track your movements. But it's got potential. Be easy to set up a defensible position over there.
I'd extend the wall out. Prevent someone sticking you in the back.
Good idea. Wish I could have done that back in the day on Omega.
Why don't you two relax and enjoy the party? The apartment's fine.
Fine. Suppose tomorrow it's Liara's clone that comes after you. Or Joker's.
Yeah, him. Twitchy little guy. Might already be a clone. An evil one at that.
All right. Have fun.
Shepard, you moved the Normandy's main battery into here, and I think I'm home.
Protheans can read the smallest details of our environment. Tattooed human, I would like to touch you.
I'm not nearly drunk enough for that.
You then, shuttle pilots. How about you?
Why is Javik getting all touchy-feely?
Hey, collector-looking asshole. Maybe go touch yourself.
That does not happen until the end of the party. Commander!
Javik?
Apologies. I have been drinking the provided drinks.
Sure. You might want to tap the brakes a little. Everyone having a good time?
Will there be food available soon?
You're hungry, Edie?
No. However, my research suggests that serving intoxicants without nourishment is considered unwise.
I could eat.
In my sight, we had food. Many of varieties.
You feeling okay?
I am Prothean. I never feel okay. So this drink is changing that.
Know what I could go for? Fish and chips. Greasy, salty, crispy, flaky, melt in your mouth.
Yes, that. Let's get that.
Shall I arrange some fish and chips, Shepard?
Steve, is that your favorite?
Actually, I'm a dessert guy. My aunt used to make this chocolate lava bomb cake.
When I first escaped from Cerberus, I found these chocolate chip cookies at a store. Looked through the whole damn thing.
Nothing in this cycle compares to the food of my people.
Maybe you should get cooking then, Javik.
Most of our ingredients are extinct. Except Krogan. Sorry. Durian. Varian. And Gory. Is there any we can spare?
Hope you don't feel left out, Edie.
Do not worry. I've been employing a socialization protocol feature that came with this unit. It is called Smile and Nod.
Okay, I'll see about arranging more food then.
You know, forget food. This bar is impressive. Let's crack open this bad boy and see what we can come up with.
Beverages. More would be preferable. No.
I'll check for more snacks when I get a chance.
Thanks. When you get around to it. No rush. Nice party. And relax a bit yourself, okay?
We'll see.
So, talking about food. At a party, like, for fun.
Lord?
Is there a place I can go light something on fire?
The fireplace is right there.
It's not the same.
So, Edie said you found her voice attractive. Well, actually, she said the word you used was like Or something?
That was when I thought she was a VI. Anyway, you'd just better treat her right, Moreau.
Oh, somebody jealous? I think you had a better shot when she looked like a holographic chess piece, trainer.
I wouldn't have said chess piece, precisely. But listen, the point is, you hate AIs. You had to overcome all your hang-ups, whereas I was totally fine with AIs to begin with.
Other fish in the sea, trainer.
Not with that voice. It's like feeling smoky satin slide across your skin, soft candlelight. Just...
Wait, are you two arguing over Edie?
No!
Probably not.
Okay, you know she smashed my head against the side of a shuttle?
I know! Twice! I heard it from Liara!
That was like forever ago. Plus, it wasn't Edie back then.
It's really unfair of you to even bring it up.
Yeah, what the hell was I thinking? Probably just brain damage making me touchy.
Apology accepted.
You know, it's not healthy to just bottle these things up.
The hell is up? Still creepy, Kasumi.
Well, I'm glad you two are drunk enough to finally deal with this.
Oh, we weren't planning to deal with it.
We're just happy giving each other shit.
We can call Edie over, and you can discuss your feelings like mature adults.
What?
No.
That would be weird.
Just no.
You don't think she knows? You guys, she's the Normandy AI. She sees every extranet site you browse.
Note to self, delete browser history.
I can show you how to set up an automated task for that.
I heard that.
Not enjoying the party, Samara?
Oh yes, Shepard, I am. Although not in the same way as the others, perhaps. Are you worried about me? Don't be. I only stepped away for a moment to use the restroom. And then I found this quiet corner. Reflecting on one's place in the universe while a party rages within reach can feel oddly self-affirming.
Meditating isn't often considered party behavior.
Perhaps. I don't attend many parties, to be honest.
Then I'm flattered.
Your influence in my life causes me to be drawn to you, no doubt. Know that as long as I am able, I will come to you whenever you call. Always.
Thank you. Now get back out there and have some fun.
I will. I promise.
How about that one? On the arm there?
Are you serious?
Got that taking some knives off a gang of drunk Batarians. They figured they could stop me from collecting the bounty on their boss.
Idiots. So, this one's from two crows that had a problem with me running our land company.
They learned to live with it?
Turns out only one of them had to.
You're all right, Grunt.
Hey, no touching, asshole.
I mean no harm, tattooed human. I have read you.
You don't need to read me. Just ask and I'll tell you exactly what I think.
Yes, this is what I have read.
Wow, I've missed you guys.
The first Normandy brought us all together. I don't know where I'd be without it.
You would probably still be stuck inside that protean energy ball.
What?
When Shepard first met Liara, she was trapped inside it. What was it again?
It was a Prothean security device. I hit something I wasn't supposed to.
I laughed it out. Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help. I'm in the bubble.
That's funny.
No, it isn't.
worrying. Is this because of your bone thing?
Yeah, I'm afraid I might get tanked and then pull a gun on Shepard to protect Udina. Wait, hang on, you did that sober.
What about over there?
It would work if there wasn't a point of entry right there.
So, we barricade it off. Maybe install a tripwire.
You're a genius for carrying, I swear it.
Shepard?
Is everyone all right? Can I get anyone anything?
Steve, I will prepare everything. Do not worry.
Steve, get me a double. Make yours a double too. Let's kick this shit up.
I guess the original Normandy is a classic.
Wish I could have seen it in action.
I think you would have liked it, James. It did come with its own Mako.
Nice.
Shepard?
You guys are great. When I'm on a mission, there's nobody I'd rather have back on the ship.
And there's nobody we'd rather have down on the front lines getting shot at than you, Ash.
Dodging grenades, getting your face all smashed up by robots.
You guys are dicks.
It is so pleasant here. Sitting by oneself and listening to the enjoyment of others can be quite calming.
The party appears to be a success, Commander. Do you require anything further?
Sure. Edie mentioned she may want to cook something. Why don't you join her?
Of course. I am sure we will be capable of approximating an organic pouch between the two of us.
You're bluffing.
Don't be so sure. I got a pretty good poker face.
I can tell when someone is hiding something from me.
Right. Anyway, now we put our cards on the table.
It is foolish to reveal secrets to the enemy.
It's part of the game, and we're not enemies. Hey, you want me to deal you in on the next one? I bet you'd be good at this.
No.
See, that right there. Perfect poker face.
What are you talking about?
You're still doing it. Commander, can you believe Doc's never played poker? How are the lessons going?
The Asari still refuses to take risks. Victory does not come without cost.
You're not even playing.
Doc's not much of a gambler.
Be glad we are not participating in one of the games from my cycle. You would all lose horribly.
Aw, be nice to Liara. You're going to have your hands full with me anyway.
Adios. How long have you been there?
Well, my willingness to gamble aside, this has been a wonderful evening, Shepard.
Glad you guys are having fun.
It's nice to see people relax and let their guards down. I'll try not to take advantage.
Time spent being idle. Do you fear the crew will grow soft, Commander?
I think everyone could use the break.
This from the Asari who buries herself in studying Protheans day and night.
Good to know bickering like an old married couple has not changed since your cycle.
Enjoy your game, guys. And I'd keep an eye on Liara if I were you.
Give me a few more rounds and you might not have anything left to wager.
Now this game is getting more interesting.
Is it done yet?
The recipe calls for more curry.
Are you sure? That seems like a lot.
The recipe is very specific. I have measured the proper volume to the nearest milligram.
Is it done now?
I'm not disagreeing, Edie. I'm just saying that that's a lot of curry.
If we do not follow the recipe, we risk creating something that tastes offensive.
But recipes adapt over time as tastes change or as foods are carried to new cultures. Also, I'm allergic to curry.
Are you gonna be done soon, or do I need to go eat a keeper?
Everybody okay?
The entertainment efficiency of the party was falling due to inadequate food supply.
Ouch.
Do not be concerned. I am compensating.
I just wanted her to heat something up. Now she's cooking.
With a vengeance.
Edie, I appreciate the help, but parties aren't about efficiency.
A party is a collective event among like-minded individuals. It requires teamwork and an understanding of group dynamics. You did not pass through the Omega-4 relay to assault the collector base without preparation. Why should this be any different?
Because it's a party. Nobody's gonna die if we do it wrong.
I'm really hungry, Shepard.
But if you were to ask a team member to select the music and you chose Jeff, the results would be disastrous.
I would never choose Jeff for the music.
No, I should do music.
I can help facilitate a positive environment.
I'll hold the line at the snack table.
Agreed. You see, Shepard? A party is a social construct that can be designed for maximum efficiency.
Well, good luck with that. Bring him back alive.
You keep it pretty quiet, Shepard. Nobody's punched me yet. Not that I'd recommend it. Good to see the old gang again. Liara's looking good. I mean, you know. I haven't fallen down yet. Time to step this up!
Tally, are you okay?
Yeah? You want to see my tattoo?
I don't think you have a tattoo, Tally.
Hologram. Omni tattoo. Omni tattoo. Omni two. Under the suit. You know, for me. You want to know what it is? You wanna know? It's a pretty bird made of rainbows. It is flying out of the eye hole of a skull, being held in the mouth of a thresher with a naked woman holding a sword on its back. Jack said you'd think it was hot.
Remind me to talk to Jack in the morning. Where'd you get the Omni tattoo anyway?
Down in the lower ward, near the bottom.
I meant where on your body.
So did I. Yeah, I heard that one from Liara.
Get some rest, Tally. You sure you're okay, Tally?
Fine. Suit doesn't let me get overly intoxic. Drunk. Just have it all flushed out in a minute. Omni two. It just smells like sweat. Why would you even ask that? Don't do that in my helmet. It just gunks up the filters. No, that gets broken down with Mass Effect fields. Those are just my hips. Go for the optics, Chatika. Shepard, you know I'm ticklish.
Microfilament's the answer.
You think?
They're never better. Tough to spot.
Yeah, a 5x5 grid across the glass should do the trick.
We'll do more than that.
All right, Garrus, I gotta know. What are you doing?
Nothing, just admiring the polish on this glass.
Good. Don't tell him. He won't understand.
Try me.
Oh, it's just, well, One man's decorative glass wall fixture is another man's explosive glass wall fixture.
Oh, now you're in for it.
Explosive?
Microfilaments, Shepard. Tiny strips of explosives laid across the glass in a grid. It's your first line of defense. When an intruder enters, hit the switch and boom! They're shredded to pieces.
Weaponized wall fixture, Shepard. Wave of the future in home defense.
Trust me, if I had this back on Omega in my Archangel days, there'd be even more dead marks.
If you say so. Just try not to scratch the finish.
Sure, trainer. I have another.
I'll do that. You're great. So the first Normandy kind of evaporated.
I liked that one.
There were some tough fights back then.
Those are battles to remember. A maniac running loose. Geth putting people on spikes.
Yeah, don't remind me. Never thought I'd be part of the crew that defeated a deranged plant monster.
What was that rogue Spectre Saren like?
Oh, totally crazy. Walked around like a marauder, glowing eyes and everything. And yet the council still didn't believe Shepard. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time I saved the Normandy single-handed?
Yeah, right.
It's true.
For sure. I was there. I'll vouch for it.
Collectors boarded the Normandy. I only had a minute to come up with something to take them down.
So you unshackled an AI. Always a good plan.
I don't hear anyone complaining about Edie now.
Yes, we're all glad she didn't turn out to be an evil robot. Weren't you complaining earlier about how she smashed her face in?
We're losing focus. Edie wasn't a robot back then. And when the collectors took over, she was still shackled. So it was me, saving the Normandy by myself. Single-handed.
Yes, you did.
Good man.
This is completely what I needed. Just hanging out. No crazy stuff. Just thinking about the people who can't be here. Everything's been great, Shepard.
Wonderful party, Shepard. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Glad you came.
Strange to see everyone in one place. Perfect, really. Hey, Shepard.
I got a blue eye here, a red one, a yellow one, and one that looks like vomit.
Describe the vomit one.
Purplish, like after too many shots of Rinko.
Yeah, that's the one you want. Cross it with the blue one, and you're good.
Won't be saying the same for the fool who stumbles into this.
What are you up to now, Zaid?
Next time another clone of yours tries stealing your life, we'll have a nice little surprise rigged for them. Isn't that right, Garrus?
Spared no expense.
So, in walks your clone, takes a look around, sees this great hot tub, and says to themselves, hey, I fancy a dip.
Big mistake.
Huge. The minute they put so much as a toe in the water, a timer starts counting down.
To what?
Armageddon. 30 seconds later, this baby heats right up.
And then what?
You ever swim a few laps on the surface of the sun? No. Well, your clone will be. That'll teach him.
But what if I want to use the hot tub?
Covered that. It's key to your DNA.
Yeah, but a clone would have the same DNA as me.
Goddamn clone. So, Garrus, scratch the hot tub. I've got a few ideas about that coffee maker downstairs, though.
I'd heard the stories about the Normandy's crew before, but when you put it all together, defeating rogue specters, facing the collectors, and now the war, it's pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, all things considered, you'd think the Normandy crew would have a much higher turnover rate.
games did you play in your cycle?
Good question. You don't exactly strike me as Mr. Playful.
There was one game. It has no name in your language. 3 teams met in an arena. Their strength, agility, loyalty, all were tested. The winners were honored, while those that lost...
You didn't, sacrifice the losers, did you?
Your cycle allows them to live?
Well...
I will never tire of tricking the primitives. That is a game I enjoy playing.
Hey, everyone. Come over here for a minute. Let's get a photo to remember this. Arrange yourselves on the sofa.
An excellent suggestion, Shepard.
Great idea. I want a copy.
Make way! Make way!
Thanks for coming, everyone. Here's to us. Ready, Glyph?
Of course. If you could all please direct your attention this way.
Okay. Everyone say Normandy.
Normandy!
Hey. Wow, look who's here. How do you feel?
Could be worse. I could be waking up alone.
Not on my watch.
But
Come on. Let's see if anyone else is up.
Shepard, hope you're well. New mission on Tuchanka could end things. Made preparations. Asked friends in STG to lead this with you next time you were off duty. Some of my older work. Performances, stories, merely entertainment. But entertainment useful at times. Good luck. In prophase you see chromatins condensed to chromosomes. In metaphase their centromeres aligned to make new homes. In anaphase they separate, then telophase arrives. And when cytokinesis comes to cells lead separate lives. Hello, Perry the Pyjak. Happy to be here. Science fun today, very respected. Education of youth vital for future. Now, children, science key to advancement, but can seem esoteric, indirect. Practical demonstration helps. Release the variant. Native to Tuchanka. Dangerous predator, but can be incapacitated with common household chemicals. Observe. Wait, please move Perry the Pyjak away from her. Puppets similar to prey could trigger attack instinct. Problematic. Suggest going limp. Struggling, counterproductive. Sedative should stop it. Or not. Not attacking. Mating instinct, of course. See, children, key to science is testing hypotheses, making observations. Next hypothesis? Attempt neural shock. Neural shock clearly effective. Perry the Pyjak also clearly made of flammable material. Any questions? Glycine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, alanine. They all are aliphatic, so you will not see a ring. The lone human amino acid with one is proline. From protein we are formed. With 2 hydroxyl groups you'll find serine and threonine. For sulfur look to cysteine or to methionine. For bases you have arginine, lysine, and histidine. From protein we are formed. Now the aromatics! Tryptophan and tyrosine and phenylalanine. Aspartic and glutamic are both acids as we've seen. For amide C, asparagine, and also glutamine. From protein we are formed. Omega. Sky was color of VidCam tuned to a dead Vorcha. Business so bad that if Volus would have sold my suit. Then trouble Doppler shifted Deepasari blue as it came through my door. Likely Elcor father. High gravity adapted in all right places. Asari said Krogan thug after her business. If could get rid of him, said she'd be grateful for all eternity. Found Krogan in slums. First shot hit primary heart, but Krogan have redundant nervous system. Felt redundant nervous myself. Krogan got me in stranglehold. Used incineration attack. Got lucky. Said this was an easy job, he gasped. Guess we'd both been burned. Sorry, very grateful. Could read her like open book. And as it happened, did enjoy reading. In bed. Woke up looking at barrel of pearl-handled Carnifex. My M98 in another room. Another Black Widow standing over me. Only loose end left, she said. Her mistake. Didn't know I'd been in STG. Learned tricks dirty enough to clog a Quarian soup filter. Your barrier's very similar to your morals, I said, and threw my biotic grenade. Warped. When woke up from explosion, Asari had fled back to Afterlife. Felt lucky not to be in Afterlife myself. Hadn't been paid, but considered self-fortunate. Had broken Omega's one rule, in more ways than one. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Maybe next time. Until then, we'll stick to patter songs.
I wonder if you would let me stay here, Commander. It reminds me of my stasis pod. Every morning I could wake and, just for a moment, imagine it was still my cycle, and that Liara did not exist.
Morning, Shepard. So, on the off chance you accidentally trigger an alarm you didn't know you had and you hear a timer start counting down, then remember the code 6492, punch it into the keypad, preferably before the timer goes off. If you don't, well, blame Zaid and run like hell. Did we, break anything last night? I don't suppose you need anything around here calibrated. Yeah, okay, maybe I should just stop saying that word, but only if Liara stops saying, by the goddess.
Good morning. Sleep well? Glyph, did you save a copy of that picture for me?
Of course, Dr. Tassoni.
Shepard.
Shepard, good morning. I want to thank you for inviting me here. It was good to see everyone again. I hope you enjoyed your evening as well.
I am going to die. I didn't know you could go through that many toxin filters in one night. Do I have a tattoo? I remember something about a tattoo. Don't get me wrong. Great party, but... yeah. I'll just be here. Right here. Forever.
Shepard, I was just going to lift some weights. Want to join? I feel fantastic. How about everyone else?
1085, 1086, 1087.
Shepard?
Hey, you look like shit. You know the best part of an overcharged biotic amp? No hangovers. Even normal biotics get hangovers, but I can drink until I puke and still wake up just peachy. That was fun. You guys even kept up with me there for a while. Hey.
Morning, Shepard. Had a lovely time last night. I see everyone survived the festivities, more or less. Good tea.
When's the food gonna be ready? I don't remember much after I ate the lamp. Shepard,
Okay, who wants eggs? Liara, eggs? Trainer. Esteban, eggs? Joker, where is that guy? Ash, come on, I promised you eggs. Rex, buddy, eggs? Tally? Ah, she'll definitely want eggs. Javik, man, you gotta try my eggs. Anyone else? Miranda. Shepard, eggs?
Morning. I'm drinking all the coffee today. All of it. This is nice. Man, I'm gonna miss everyone. Hey.
Hey, Commander. Hell of a night. So I've managed not to throw up. Feeling pretty good about that. Oh, if everyone could just not talk so loudly, that would be great. Or close the cupboards too loud. Or walk too loud. You know, just think quiet thoughts. Ugh. Still fun, though.
Morning, Shepard. Looks like no humans were harmed in the making of this party. Not looking forward to checking my email. Gotta be 1,000 in there, waiting to ambush me.
Shepard, good to see you up. Hope I didn't wake anyone up with my snoring. I go like a buzzsaw since I got my nose broke. By the way, you're almost out of bacon. Our bacon, anyway. There's still some of that dextrose shit in the freezer. I saved you 3 strips. Figured it was fair payback for all the times you saved mine, right? Shepard?
Morning, Shepard. Hope you slept well. Oh, I would have thought all those tequila shots with James would have prepared me for last night. What a night. Wish it never ended. Thanks, Shepard.
Some neighbors came by last night to complain about the noise. I put their bodies in the building incinerator. That was a joke. I have nothing else to report. I recommend breakfast.
Duty calls, huh?
There's still a war on.
Unless the Reapers are on shore leave too?
I'm guessing they're not. Round everyone up and have them report to the Normandy.
You got it.
I guess shore leave's over.
At least we threw one hell of a party. Probably the last one.
No. No matter what happens, you'll find a way to do it right. For all of us. Serving on a human ship. I never would have guessed. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. We've had a good ride.
The best.